My name's Aimee Sosa. I'm a cook at the Phoenix Public Market, a bit of a jack of all trades, and their Biscuit Lady. I had originally made them for Royal. Saturday mornings we wanted something savory because people go there for the farmer's market, they've got all this, but they're showing up hungry. After I got hired on, I suggested, hey, if we do breakfast, let's do biscuits and gravy. I'll go in and I'll take, however much flour, however much butter you want. I usually do equal parts and then double the flour. And tiny pieces, you've got to cut that butter up, rub it together. You want to really incorporate that butter and that flour together to a point. It's okay to still see large pieces of butter in your dry mix. At that point, you're also going to mix in with your flour your baking powder. I don't use any baking soda. I feel it makes it a little too hard. And just make sure it's nicely sifted. Everything's combined really well, and that's where you're going to take your buttermilk and add it a little bit at a time. I'll just take my hand and just scoop it around the edge of the bowl and kind of pull everything together. And from that, I gauge whether there's enough or too much or too little. And I'll just add buttermilk as needed. Then for drop biscuits, I'll just make a nice handful, like fingerful, probably about 4 to 6 ounces worth, and drop it right on the sheet. Pop them in the oven for, they only take maybe 15 minutes, but at almost 500 degrees. It's weird, but every recipe has its own relationship with you, and you've got to know how to interpret it and how to communicate with what you're doing. And if you can't, then you're not really cooking, You're just following what somebody else did. That's why sometimes it turns out and sometimes it doesn't.